The Six of Wands, Tifereth. The Sephira of Tifereth, beauty and honor, is on the middle pillar and represents a perfect balance between justice and mercy. The card chosen to represent the sixes of the minor arcana will be the Six of Pentacles, which shows a man, representing Yeshua, holding a scale, symbolizing justice, and showing mercy to the poor. The Sephira of Tifereth represents Yeshua's purpose within God's foreordained plan. It is God's mystery revealed in Christ. In the book of Enoch, an angel revealed the secret of the Son of Man, stating, "This is the Son of Man, to whom righteousness belongs, with whom righteousness has dwelt, and who will reveal all the treasures of that which is concealed, for the Lord of spirits has chosen him." The book of Enoch is a mystical work that complements the New Testament. Enoch prophesied about the coming of the Messiah hundreds of years before Yeshua was born, and their teachings are consistent and compatible. When discussing the 10 sayings, the Sefer Behir, also known as Book of Illumination, states, "The sixth one is the throne of glory, crowned, included, praised, and hailed. It is the house of the world to come, and its place is in wisdom." This Kabbalistic teaching unintentionally references the judgment aspect of Yeshua, who said, "When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne. Before him will be gathered all the nations, and he will separate them one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats." Yeshua's kingdom is not of this world, but is in the world to come. The Sefer Behir goes on to say that in the beginning there were 2 types of light. As it is written, "Let there be light," and there was light. The Blessed Holy One took one of these types of light and stored it away for the righteous in the world to come. One of these lights represents the woman wisdom, who was the first creation, and the other represents Yeshua as the light of the world. At the beginning of creation, the utterances included God's eternal plan, which included Yeshua's purpose as the Messiah, as stated in the first Enoch. This Son of Man invoked before the Lord of Spirits, and his name in the presence of the Ancient of Days. Before the sun and the signs were created, before the stars of heaven were formed, his name was invoked in the presence of the Lord of Spirits. A support shall he be for the righteous and the holy to lean upon, without falling, and he shall be the light of nations. Enoch 48, 2-3. God's plan for redemption through the Messiah existed prior to creation within the Logos. God's plan represents the value, purpose, and intent. Wisdom is the spirit, breath, and sound being manifested or given life. And Yeshua represents the visual symbol of the Hebrew letter, which expresses both the spirit and intent of the letter. The Hebrew letter Vav. The Sephira of Tifereth is the 6th emanation and is associated with the Hebrew letter Vav, which has a value of 6. The Vav represents the unified efforts of Yah with Had, equaling 10, and He, 5, being combined to produce the value of Vav, 10 plus 5, equaling 1, plus 0, plus 5, equaling 6. The Hebrew letter Vav is also used as a prefix and acts as a conjunction, comparable to the English word and. The Vav connects Kether, heaven, and Malkuth, earth, through Christ's role as Messiah. Yeshua is the door of Chesed, through which reconciliation is made possible. The Hebrew letter Dalet means door, and is an aspect of the Hebrew letter Yad. The Dalet, standing on its own, seems like it would be off balance, so the Hebrew letter Yad supports the Dalet, which forms the letter He. The door is supported by God, and embodies the spirit of wisdom. The Sefer Yetzirah associates the letter Vav with one of the 12 simple letters and the sense of hearing. Yeshua revealed the mysteries of God, and those meant to walk through the door hear the voice of the gatekeeper. The divine name associated with the Sephirah of Tifereth is the Tetragrammaton, which mystically reveals the mysteries of Christ. As the Yad and He combine to produce the Vav, and the Vav joins the mysteries of Christ, as the Yad and He combine to produce the Vav, and the Vav joins with the final He, the bride, to unite heaven and earth. Rabbi Ginsburg in 1999 describes a hidden name of God, which is derived from the first letters of the Hebrew word translated as the heavens and the earth, from Genesis 1:1, which is also the first time the letter Vav appears in the Bible. The hidden name will be constructed out of the letters Aleph, He, Vav, He, which contains a different combination of the letters used in the AH, YH, also meaning I am, and the YH, VH, meaning he will be. The sixth day is the day that God recreated Adam, Genesis 1:26. The letter He was taken from the earth, and the breath of life was given to Adam. The first Adam was given physical life, but Yeshua, as the firstborn of the dead and of the last Adam, became a living, giving spirit. The sixth commandment is thou shalt not murder. The chief priests sought false witness against Yeshua so that they could have him put to death, and later they requested that a murderer go free and had Yeshua crucified. The element associated with Tifereth is air, which is a balance between fire and water. The intelligence listed in the 32 paths of wisdom associated with the Sephirah of Tifereth is mediating. The text reads, the sixth path is called the intelligence of the mediating influence, because in it are multiplied the influxes of the emanations, for it causes the influence to flow into all reservoirs of the blessings, with which these themselves are united. As the Vav connects heaven and earth, Yeshua is the sole mediator between God and humanity. Christ serves as a central function within God's plan of redemption. The events of the Old Testament foreshadow the events of his life, and Yeshua serves as the gateway into heaven. Nobody comes to the Father except through him, because from Malkuth one must pass through Tifereth in order to reach Kether.